Here we are in the new swing studio at Bruce Golf Club. What we'll discuss is how the club face and the club shaft have an influence on how the body rotates. Okay, so the first thing we'll talk about is the open club face and how the open club face can dictate early releasing. Okay, so if I was to take a good backswing, so I have to stay into a good position. So we want this lead wrist to flex so the club drops behind us. So club head drops behind hands slightly. That lowers the shaft, so that makes the shaft get to its lowest point slightly later as opposed to when it's too steep. Okay, so what happens is when people get to top of the backswing, there's the shaft, they pull the shaft down too early. So as you can see, the shafts went from horizontal there to almost dead vertical because we're pushing on the shaft, okay, or pulling down the shaft, okay. So what that does is it opens up the club face, and for us to stop the ball going miles to the right, we have to stand up, okay. So by standing up, so if I was to enter position, so shaft's too close to my body, it's too vertical, okay. What happens is my body pivot stalls, okay, in order for me to drop the shaft behind me. So the body pivot stalls, and for order for me to get the club more behind my hands, I need to stand up, okay. So if you see that move, so if I have good posture, but if I stand up, that drops the club slightly behind me, okay. So what else we need to do is because we're standing up, that impairs rotation. Our body pivot doesn't rotate as much as we'd like, okay. We get this vertical shaft plane, and from here we get a lot of shots out to the right. So in order to combat that, what we need to do is when we get to the top of the backswing, feel like that we add a bit of flexion into our lead wrist, okay. So by adding a bit of flexion into our lead wrist, that will drop the club behind us and that will drop the club onto a more shallower plane, okay. So if I'll hit a couple of shots here, so I need to feel that movement, so feel it as I come back in. So it's a 2-for-1 bonus. So if I drop the club behind me by adding flexion to that lead wrist, then that will get the club to the bottom out a little bit later, okay, as opposed to when the shaft's quite vertical and it's quite close to my body. From here, my hands can't get out of the way in time, so what I have to do, if my hands can't get out of the way in time, I have to stand up to try and get the club to reroute itself away from my body, okay. So if I take the top backswing, then my hands get too close to my body or the shaft gets too steep, my body pivot stalls, and in order for me to get the club to drop on slightly lower plane or slightly shallower plane, I have to stand up. And what happens there, the path's going out to the right, that's called early release because the club face is open. So in order for me to get the club behind me, then I have to try and work the hands a bit more and try and get the path more out, okay. But by adding the flexion to this lead wrist, it won't necessarily close the club face, but it'll get you in the right direction, understanding that it gives you more time to release the club as opposed to when the club's close to the body. Then you don't have enough time to release the hands in order. The hands just clash into the body because we haven't turned our hips properly and we're standing up. Upper body goes too far out to the front. So what we need to do, get to the top of the backswing, then feel like we add some flexion to this lead wrist, okay. So feel like the emblem on my club almost drops back the way, okay, and then my thumb points back the way as well, okay. So the butt end of the club needs to work from going into the ground to almost out in front of me, okay. That drops the club on a slightly shallower plane. So from here, I want to feel like I have the flexion to that lead wrist, drop the club behind me, and from here, I can feel like I can close the club face, okay. So I'll hit a couple more. So in order for me to shallow the shaft, I have to turn my hips, okay. So if I turn my left hip, then that drops my hands into a slightly lower position, okay. So by adding my hands into a low position, when I turn my body, my hands don't crash into my body, and it gives my hands enough time to release around my left hip, okay. So if the shaft's too vertical, then that's where our body pivot stalls in order to combat that movement, okay. So more flexion in that wrist, and feel like the club's dropping behind you, okay. So almost feel like your right elbow digs into your right hip as we're coming down, okay. Hit one more. So if you've got any thoughts on that video, let me know and subscribe to my channel at gmail.com. Thank you.